I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Total 20 Bodyweight. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat. If you want to intensify some of the moves, you can hold on to the light hand weights, but I'll be demonstrating without. I'm not wearing footwear for this. There will be a little bit of impact throughout some of the exercises, so if you need to, then definitely wear some shoes. Okay, let's get started with a warm-up. I want you to turn your feet out into a wide plie position, and we're going to reach down towards the floor, reach up, and really stretch slightly back. So it's down and stretch back. Down and stretch back. So you're keeping your back nice and flat and not hyperextending, but when you're coming up, you're stretching the tiniest bit, just arching your back a tiny, tiny bit. Down and stretch back. Now, if you cannot reach all the way down to the floor, that's totally fine. Come to your low point. You breathe in at the bottom, out at the top. A few more like this. How about 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2, and last one. Now turn your feet to the front, bring them in slightly, come down into a soft crouching position. We're going to come out and then we're going to crouch behind. We're going to come out to the side and behind. I'm keeping my body hinged forward here, and I'm just bringing my fingertips down so that I know I'm getting low each time. The weight is in the heel of the supporting leg, then you're transferring the weight into this leg as you sit back. Really keeping your knees behind your toes and sitting down into it to activate those glutes. And behind, across and behind. A few more on this side and back. 6, over 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, and we're doing the same thing other side. So concentrating once again on keeping your back nice and flat. And if this is no good for you, you can come up here. This is an alternative. Do it more upright. If you bend forward like this, what it does, it sends the weight into the heel, which activates the glutes more, and it actually protects your knees. Breathing through it, down and behind. Try to sink deeper, all the way back with that knee. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Nice job. We're going to come into a plank position. So just bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're slightly tucking your hips and your legs are as wide as your hips. We're going to come back, we're going to shoot forward, we're going to come back into a down dog and back into a plank. Back, shoot forward, down dog, plank. Keep going, shoot forward. We're doing all this on the same side. It's back, it's shoot forward, it's down dog with a leg raise, plank. Now if you can't do the leg raise, then just come into a down dog. Okay, that's your option. Shoot forward, leg raise, plank. All the way down with your butt towards your heels. This is a nice fluid motion. Keeping your neck long and looking between your arms towards your feet. 4 more like this, and we're changing it up. Back and front, lift it. That's 3. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Now come back into the plank. We're going to go down dog, plant the foot, really come down into it, and then back up and forward. So it's back, up, plant, up, and forward. Back, up, planted by your hand as far as you can forward, but if you can't get it there, then you find your point of challenge. Down, up, down, forward. So you're coming back into that perfect plank in between each of the moves. Forward, up, forward, up, down, plank. Keep going. try to really sink into that lunge position here, and you should feel that stretch on the opposite side as well. 3 more like this. Up and up. 2 more. You should feel your arms here as well. Forward and up. And last one, up, forward, and plank. Nice job. Now we're going to change it slightly. Come back into a down dog position. We're going to turn our feet out. We're going to bring our toe down and raise the leg. Big raises, crossing behind the ankle for 3. Then come forward and bring the other leg in with that same turn out position for 3. So it's up, 2, 3, step forward, in, 2, 3. Now if this doesn't work for you, you can use yoga blocks, or you can even put your hands on the seat of a chair in order to elevate them. Okay, so it's up, 2, 3, step forward, your foot is still turned out, bring it in, 2, 3, step back, up, 2, 3, a bit more slowly in order to control each rep. Your feet are both turned out, 2, 3, then step forward, curtsy. Really sink the weight into this heel of the front leg. Come on, a few more like this. 2, 3, come forward, pull the knee in, 2, 3, and again, up, 2, 3, really squeeze at the top, you should feel your glute. 2, 3, 2 more sets. Up, 2, 3, and forward, pull it in, 2, 3, hold your tummies in, up, 2, 3, forward, in, 2, 3. Awesome job. Before we move on to the other side, for those 3, I want you to come into a triceps position. Bring your hips up. We're going to come down for 2, sit down, spiral your legs over and over, over and over. Back to the center, down for 2, sit down, over and over, and again, over and over. If you cannot keep your legs straight, then bend them, okay? You can do it like this, like a windshield wiper, and over. Back up, down, up, sit down, over and over, over and over. Tummies are pulled in to protect your core here. Down and up, over and over. So you're putting weight on your triceps, but you're really trying to use your core here in order to move those legs, okay? So hold your belly button in and think lower abs as you're moving those legs. A few more like this. It's up, down for 2, sit down, to the front, back, and front, back. 2 more sets like this. It's up, down, sit down, to the front and to the back, to the front and to the back. This is the last set. Down, up, sit down, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. Let's just pump out a few more of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Nice job. Guess what? Plank other side. So we're going to do that same position, plank, with your butt to your heels, and then bringing our leg up, okay? So it's down and it's forward, it's down dog and it's down. Back with your butt, plank, raise it, plank. So always coming back to that plank in between each move. Make sure that you are looking towards your feet and keeping your neck in nice alignment as you bring that leg up. And if you can't bring the leg up, remember your option is just to come back into a down dog, okay? Squeeze your glutes as you raise that leg. You can turn it out a little bit. I like to turn my hip out all the way up. You need to get it high enough to actually feel your glute activating at the top there. Back and forward. This is a total body exercise. Up and down. Back and forward. Up and down. Come on, a few more like this. Gotta make it even. Look down towards the carpet. Don't crane your neck to look at me. 2 more like this. It's back and front. Up and down. Last one. Back and front. Up and down. Now remember, we're going up. We're coming forward and slightly down. Sink into that. Feel the stretch in the other side. Up and back to a plank. It's up and it's forward. It's up and it's plank. Up, lunge. You don't need to get your leg as close to your hand as I do. Just bring it to your point of challenge, okay? Make this your workout. And as I said, if you need to do this with your hands elevated, it will make it easier for you. And then you can work your way up to doing the full version as you get stronger. Forward, up, and down. Come on, you can do it. And forward, up, and down. This is dynamic stretching. You should be feeling the stretch in both sides as you do that lunge. Up and forward, up and down. 3 more sets. Up, all the way. Squeeze your glute at the top. 2, forward, and last one, forward, up, and down. Now staying in this down dog position, remember your heels are together, your toes are apart. We're going to bring that leg behind, point the toe, crossing the ankles. It's up for 3, 2, as high as you can, 1, then stepping forward in that turnout position, heels together, 2, 3. So there's 3 of these, 2, 3, step forward, ankles together, 2, 3. Now, once again, if you need to elevate this, you can. If you would rather come down on your knees, you can do this on your knees. 2, 3, step forward, but here, bring it up, 2, 3. So that's your option. Remember to keep your feet turned out. 3, slow it down rather than stopping, okay? 2, 3. So if you're finding that your form is suffering, then just slow down your reps. Maybe do fewer reps, but do them with proper form. And again, it's up, 2, 3, step forward, in, 2, 3. How about 3 more sets? Up, 2, 3, forward. Is your glute burning yet? 2, 3, and again, up, 2, 3, forward, in, 2, 3. 1 more, 1, 2, 3, and in, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do an interlude. We're going to bring our legs together, toes apart, like a frog position, a diamond position. We're going to reach our legs out as we bring our abs up. So it's out and down, out and down. Keeping it simple to start. Blowing out as you come up. And the lower you bring your legs, the more you're going to feel this in the lower abs, okay? So you choose your level. If you can't do this, then maybe just hold the legs static and just do the upper crunch. Out and in, out and in. We're going to switch this up in a second. Just do 6 and 5. Don't pull on your neck. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now bring one leg up and one leg down. You can flex your feet. We're going to bring our knee in and our chest up, and then we're going to bring our leg in line. So you're crunching and you're crunching. If you want to, then you can do an oblique instead of a regular crunch, and you can put your hand down to the side, which will give your neck a bit more of a rest. And it's up, and it's in, and it's up. So the other leg is nice and straight. You're really trying to keep everything still apart from that moving leg and that elbow crunching across and across. 4 more. It's in, and it's up. It's in, and it's up. 2 more. In, up. Last one. In, up. Now we're going to keep our legs straight, and we're just going to go up, down and up, down and up. A few more like this, blowing out of the top just for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Bringing our legs up, keeping our feet flexed and our toes turned out. Press your hands into the floor. We're going to go up, up, hold. Up, up, hold. So you're pressing your lower back into the mat and you're holding. Press your hands into the mat. It's 1 up, up, hold. This should be intense. It may not look like much, but you should be working here. Really push your hips up to the ceiling, your feet up to the ceiling, using your lower abs. Up, hold. 2 more. Up, up, hold. Last one. Up, up, hold. Now, other leg is down. You can either keep central or you can place the other hand down and go across the body. You're going to bring knee and straight leg. If you can't do straight leg, just do knee, okay? That's your option. Knee and straight leg. Knee, straight. Come on. Blowing out as you crunch. Knee and straight. Really try to think about keeping the rest of your body still, especially that leg. I know it wants to move around. Don't let it. And straight. Knee and straight. Come on, a few more. 6 and 5. Lift that shoulder blade. And 4. Up. 3. Up. 2. Up. Last one. Up. Now we're just going to do straight leg and up. Straight leg and up. Now if you don't want to use your upper body, just do the leg, down and up. Down and up, okay? That's your option. If you're finding it too tough, only a few more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Sitting up, we're going to bring our legs in front of us, tummy in, blow out the air and create a C curve where your chest is forward, your tummy's in and your hips are slightly tucked, okay? We're going to bring our fingertips together and we're going to start raising the leg and doing that oblique twist to the back, side and back, side and back. Now, the further you lean down, the more you're going to feel it. And also the tighter you hold in your belly and the more you tuck your hips, the more you're going to feel it in the lower abs. 4 more like this and we're going to straighten the legs. 2 and 1. Now straighten the leg and bring it all the way up. Across, across, across. So you're trying to keep the leg super straight here with your toe pointed. But if you can't, just bend it slightly. You're going to feel the hip flexor. Don't worry, it will strengthen with time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to diamond shape and we're going to bring the elbow to the opposite inside knee. Keep the tuck in your hips, hold your tummy in and push across and across, across and across. Just 8 more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing other side. Starting in your C curve position. Blowing all the air out, making sure you've got that chest forward and rounding through the back. Fingertips together. We're going to twist and bring the leg up. Twist all the way. Side and back. So your elbow is going all the way to the back. Wringing out the waistline. Push out all the air of your tummy, wringing out as if your waist is a washcloth. A few more like this, and we're straightening the leg. 6, you can be all the way up here, okay? That's possible if you want to modify it. If you want the results, 4 more down here. 3, 2, 1, and straight legs. So choose your level as long as it's challenging. You're going to hear me say that a million times. You might want to keep bending here. You might want to straighten but stay up a lot higher and maybe just pick up the leg a tiny bit. If that is challenging for you, then do it. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, diamond shape. We're going to pick up the leg and bring the elbow to the inner knee. Across. You're still twisting, and once again, up higher is easier, okay? Down lower is harder. Twist. Try to tap each time, but if you're not there yet, then that's okay. Just go as high as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last little bit of this workout. Standing up, coming into a nice soft knee position. We're going to go back, we're going to go across, we're going to go back and in. It's back, across, back and in. Come on, back, cross, back and in. So I want you to lean forward and really try to keep the weight in the heel of the front leg at all times. Back, sink, lower. Back, across, back and in. Just using the arms to get the heart rate up slightly higher. Arms are 12% of your cardio burn, so you may as well use them. Back, across, back and in. Come on, a few more. Then we're going to switch this up for our last move. Across, back and in. 4 more. Keep breathing through it. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, are you ready? We're doing the same thing, but on the ground. So it's back, across, back and in. Now I've got my fingertips down, but if you can't do that, as we have said in the past, use a chair, maybe a fit ball. Just elevate your hands and it will help you to do this with proper form. Back, across, back and in. This is our last move. Can you bring your knee all the way down to the ground? Back, across, back and in. Come on. Last burn for those thighs. Are you feeling your quads and your glutes? Then you're doing it right. Is your tummy pulled in? Is your back relatively flat down here? You don't want too much of a curve in there. Back and in. Back, across, back and in. How about 4 more? All the way across. And 3, burning. And 2. Last one, finish it. And in. Nice job. We're going to do a bit of a stretch. I want you to come down, and then I want you to bring the knee up, down, other knee up. That feels so good. Knee up, just come down to your low point. Hamstrings and glutes we're stretching right now. Down and up. Come on, 2 more. Last one and up. Now come down into a runner's lunge, and I want you to hinge back and come forward. Dynamic stretching and front. Back and front. Back and front. And we're just going to switch that up. So forward and back. Try to really stretch through the hamstring here. So straighten your leg as much as possible. Forward and back. 3 more. All the way forward, feeling your hip flexor stretch at the front. Last one, forward and back. Now come into a child's pose and really stretch your fingertips out. Your palms are down, your armpits are towards the mat. And we're going to come forward, looking up and back into child's pose. My knees are open, my feet are together, and back into child's pose. So it's forward and arching up, and back and down. 2 more. Forward, arching up, back and down. Last time. Forward, arching up. Now stay here. If you can't arch this high, then maybe come lower. We're stretching the front of the abs. Deep breath in. Then come into a cat-cow, pressing your spine to the ceiling. And down. One more time. And down. And you are done. Thanks so much for joining me for total 20 body weight. I hope that you got a great workout in minimum time, and I'll see you at the next session.